Hey, my name is Tiffany Danzy, and I wanted to do a quick video for sponsoring coaches who just had a brand new coach go through our Team Inspire New Coach Trainings 1 through 9. At the end of these trainings, you're going to have a phone call with them, you're going to talk to them about any questions or concerns they have, and then you're going to do a few more things. The first thing I like to do is ask the coach if they'd like to be added to the Team Inspire Facebook page and my personally sponsored Facebook page. I have a personally sponsored coach Facebook page and a team page. Now, I understand if you're thinking, I don't have a team yet, this is my first coach or my second coach. I totally get that, but I highly recommend you start your own team page for your own coaches, because you can add them to Team Inspire or to your upline's team page, but if you're just kind of throwing them in there and hoping other people answer their questions, that's taking the relationship out. And keeping a relationship with your personally sponsored coaches is so important. So I highly recommend you have your own Facebook page, ask their permission to add them to both pages, one page, whatever you decide. But it's a great place for them to ask questions for you, not for everyone else necessarily to explain for them, but for you to guide them and to be their upline coach. The next thing I like to do is ask them if they want to participate in a business boot camp. I highly recommend you do this. A business boot camp is simply accountability to the 3 vital behaviors that we just taught them in the trainings. A lot of times new coaches, once they understand the 3 vital behaviors, they don't understand why nobody's coming to them or joining their challenge groups. But it's usually because they're not talking to people, or they're not talking to as many people as they think they are. So what we do in a business boot camp is hold ourselves accountable to the 3 vital behaviors. We post how many invitations we're doing each day, so how many shares, and how many finds, how many new people they're adding to their contact list. I don't even pay attention to their personal development or their workouts. That should be part of what they're doing. I'm not as worried about that as their finds and shares, because they've got to be growing their contact list and they have to be talking to new people every day about it. So what I recommend is the business boot camp. You can keep it open for as long as you want. I always ask their permission. I tell them what it is. It's accountability to what we just taught you, those 3 vital behaviors, that power hour or the power half an hour. That's all it is, just so that you make sure the time you're spending on Beachbody is getting you somewhere with your invitations and with your contacts. Another thing you can have people do is take a picture of their business activity tracker each week. Wednesday night is a great time to do it because the new beginning of our Beachbody week is Thursday morning. So you can have them take a picture of their business activity tracker, whether they're keeping track of their finds and shares on a piece of paper, whether they're keeping track on a business activity tracker, or they could go back through and count them up from the week prior when they've been posting every day in your group. They can go back through, count them up for the week, and I want a total at the end of the week with how many finds and how many shares they've had. Another great thing about a business boot camp, you can assign them or encourage them to find a success partner within that group. You can't run a business boot camp forever. I recommend 30, 60 days, however long it's helping them for. But have them partner up and meet somebody in that group that they could partner up with and maybe hold themselves accountable outside of the group in text messages, in a Facebook group with just the 2 of them, someone they can call when they're having a hard time that's going to uplift them and encourage them, a friend within Beachbody that's similar to them. You can always encourage them to find someone like that in the group, or you can kind of be watching out for who's getting along, who's involved, who's posting, who's doing similar activities and the rate that they're doing them, and pair them up. So I highly recommend getting someone into a business boot camp, but always ask a new coach's permission. Don't just shove them in there. Tell them what it is, ask if they'd like to participate, and that's the next thing you're going to do with your new coaches. Add them to your Facebook team page, your large team page, or your own personally sponsored page, or hopefully both. And then you're also going to add them to a business boot camp with their permission and run one. And then you can also refer them back to the Team Inspire website. We're going to be having more training on from getting resources that people and things people need to know before they're an Emerald coach, before they're a Diamond coach, things that can help them as they're going along their journey, and having more resources available to them on the website that they can refer back to on their own time.